Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are from PBL RKS 413. We will present about our project with title Security Operation Center number 19. Before presenting, please introduce our project manager and my team members. Our project manager is Mr. Agus Riady, and the team leader is me, Raihan Julyandri. There are my team members, such as Aina, Hanifaturobani, Fath, Defriyani Siregar, Dinda Safitri, and Hafidzah. Next, we're going to explain about the definition of Security Operations Center or SOC development. So, Security Operations Center is a centralized function within an organization to continuously monitor and improve the security while preventing, detecting, and analyzing the server infrastructure. In this development process, we are divided into 6 different processes. The first is study literature. In this study literature, we are explore what we are going to make or what we are going to create in the project-based learning about the Security Operations Center or the SOC development. After we doing the exploring, we are going into the preparing process. In this preparing, we are analyze what we need for this project, and we are creating the design related to the project result that we work on. And after we doing creating the design and analyzing the project needs, we are going into the implementation. In this process, we are implementing what we have made before and carry out work based on what has been designed in the preparation stage. Next is the attack simulation. After we implementing our design and we have configured our infrastructure, we are conducted several attacks on our infrastructure. For example, we are conducting SQL injection attack to test if there are any vulnerabilities that already exposed into our system. And after we doing the attack simulation, we are going into the monitoring and analyze defects. In this space, we are analyzing about any misconfiguration in our server, and we are trying to monitor and detect suspicious activity that happens in our infrastructure. After we check the misconfiguration and any vulnerabilities exposed into the server, we are finishing our project and doing the validation and verification. In this space, we are creating a report of the overall project results.
Okay, now let's move on to our project milestone. This slide shows the first process of our project. We started by studying the project requirement and designing the system architecture. Next, we prepare an environment and install the main tool, including Wazoo and other supporting components. After that, we configure the SIEM system and tested the basic implementation to make sure everything works correctly. Next. Now, let's continue to the second process of our project milestone. In this process, we're focused on attack simulation and security monitoring. We prepare several attack scenarios, carry out the testing process, monitor and system logs. Then we analyze the alert generated by SIEM to identify suspicious activity and evaluate the detection result. Next. And finally, this is the last process of our project milestone. In this process, we're integrated the threat intelligence with the SIEM to improve security analysis. We also validated the SOC process, including detection, incident response, and reporting. Finally, we complete the project documentation and prepare the final report. As you can see, all project tasks were complete successfully with a 100% completion rate. Next.
Okay, thank you, Dinda, for explaining the project milestone. Okay, next, we're going to explain about the architecture of this project. This network topology diagram illustrates an integrated security architecture segmented into dedicated VLANs, or virtual local area networks, protected by OpenSense Firewall and Suricata IDS or IPS via a tail-scale VPN connection. The servers are structurally categorized, featuring a front-end section, VLAN 20, with Kubernetes and Nginx reverse proxy with mod security, a back-end or backup section, VLAN 30, running Laravel and Open Media Vault, a SIEM section, VLAN 50, using Wazoo, a SOAR section, VLAN 60, integrating NAN, the Hive, Cortex, and MISP CTI, and a control section for Zabbix system monitoring. Next.
Okay, next, we would like to present our project milestones. So we started by developing a news and article website using Vue.js and Laravel. Through this project, we learned full-stack web development, including authentication, CRUD operations, API integration, and database management. Next. We explore cybersecurity using Wazoo to monitor server activities and analyze security events. And we also developed a Telegram chatbot integrated with Wazoo and a large language model to simplify log analysis and help administrators to respond to incidents more efficiently. Okay, next. After that, we implement mod security as a web application firewall to protect web application from common cyber attacks. And we also deployed Kubernetes with horizontal pod autoscaler to improve scalability, high availability, and system reliability. Okay, and finally, we implement the Hive as a case management platform for incident response. And it helps organize security alerts and assign investigations and track incident handling in a structured and efficient workflow.
Okay, thank you, Defriyani, for explaining the project achievement. Next.
Now let's look at our result and achievement. Overall, our project progress has reached 95% completion. We have fully finished the website development and LAN configuration, ensuring all network activities and attack are stopped. Security side, we implement Kubernetes SPA2 for high availability and XM for file integrity check and set up the Hive Cortex and MESP for integrated incident response. Next. Moving on to the problem we faced during this project, first, lab availability was a challenge due to a schedule conflict. Second, the lab PC still rely on high DDS, which caused some virtual machine to run slowly and crash. And lastly, we occasionally had different of opinion with the team, but we managed to resolve them through open discussing. Next.
We have identified several improvements for future development. First, we plan to fully implement the horizontal port autoscaler in the backend session to automatically scale services according to workload demands. Second, we intend to integrate our SOAR platform with a large language model or LLM to improve incident response. And last, we plan to implement a complete zero trust architecture using Kcloak for identity and access management and OpenCT for secure network access. Next. Last but not least, to sum up our presentation, this project demonstrates how a SOC can significantly improve the security of a modern work infrastructure through centralized monitoring, automated incident response, and scalable system architecture. Throughout this project, we integrated several technologies, including Wazo for security monitoring and for workflow automation, the horizontal port autoscaler for high availability, and a web application firewall to protect web application from common cyber threats. By combining these technologies into a single infrastructure, we created a solution that is more resilient, efficient, and proactive in detecting, analyzing, and responding to security incidents. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to Raihan.
Okay, thank you, Aina. Finally, we have reached the end of the presentation. We truly appreciate your attention from beginning to the end, and we know that this project might not the perfect because there are still some missing from our project and needs to be improved. Once again, thank you for your attention, and we will end the presentation with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.